Y'all ready for this?
Yeah.
Victory has 100 fathers. Defeat is an orphan.
Nice. I'm gonna do that as a title for this one.
I mean, it's the realest shit ever.
So what does that mean to you?
It means because where I discovered that slogan was I just randomly watching some World War II movie, black and white, like 3-4 in the morning, and it was a German. It was a German, like as the bombs are falling in like Berlin, and like the German army's kind of coming to terms with the fact that golly,
we fucked up.
The road Hitler let us down, and like shit's fucked now. We're really about to lose this war.
Yeah.
And basically, this general is basically like having to take the heat. You know what I'm saying? But he had been the hero before. You know what I'm saying? Like And so he's like he has to take the burden all on himself. You know what I'm saying? Like. When he was victorious, there was 1 million people around him to celebrate with him. Mm-hmm. So it's like victory has 100 fathers. Like you know what I'm saying? Like when you succeed, man, everybody shows up to take the team picture when you win. But when you lose, when the loss occurs, people gonna scatter.
You're gonna be that orphan.
And defeat is an orphan. Like nobody wants that orphan kid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Defeat.
That's crazy.
But everybody's like.
And that's true too, man. That goes with everything. Yeah. It doesn't matter what you're doing in life too. I actually I feel like I had better quality friends when I was broke.
Yeah.
I had way better quality people in my life. But I didn't. Right? They were just waiting to show their fucking colors. I just never had an opportunity to show their colors.
Yeah, there was just nothing pressing enough to create a scenario where they had to show it.
Yeah.
And then you really appreciate the ones that make it through.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Or do they just got longer patience than the other ones?
Do they?
You know what
See,
I'm saying? So
here's the
like
thing.
you said, it's just an everyday thing. Life is an everyday fucking thing.
Yeah. That's like I was dealing with this slick situation right now. I have somebody that's like real good employee, was always shining, always doing the most, always killing the game. He did everything above and beyond every fucking time. And then about last week, I'm sitting there just watching the cameras because we ain't doing shit, bored as hell. And I fucking catch him stealing my shit. Money straight up out of the box. And my thing was I went and I showed it to him and I'm like, look. And he
can't get past.
You know what I'm saying? So like I showed it to him and he's like, no, I was doing this, and I was like, let me just run it back. And then it was like a lie, so I was like, let me just run it back. So I ran it back again, and he said the same thing, and I was like, Bubba, I'm gonna keep running this back until you tell me I gave him 4. On the 4th one, he was like, man, I fucked up. You know, da-da-da-da-da. And I wasn't even like, my first thought was, bruh, $300. Right, but then I'm thinking to myself, damn, how long has this been going on?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
How long has it been working for you?
Since I started.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like...
You can shit, that's another great slogan. You can shear a sheep many times, but get it only once.
Yep.
Maybe you're saying basically that he could have been shearing the sheep all along.
Yeah, he was. And, and so we went back and we did, more audits and stuff and going back through, and I'm catching him. And I'm like, damn, man. I'm like, how does this dude, and it wasn't even like I felt betrayed. It wasn't even like I felt betrayed. I felt like I was stupid because I'm like, bro, why did I put so much trust into people? You know what I'm saying? Why did I give this man so much power?
That's what you're supposed to do.
But that's what I always figure you're supposed to do, because if me and you were a team, I want to alley-oop you. I want to get you that power.
Let that event change you from that, because that's the spirit.
That's facts.
That's when humans are spiritually successful, is when we're in that mode. You know what I'm saying? Where you're trying to build spiritually with people, with the people around you, connect with them, and it's like we assist one another, and we help each other get closer to whatever goal. The goals we're mutually working towards, and each person's individual goals. But we're gonna get let down by motherfuckers. We're gonna let motherfuckers down too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the fact. And it's like
that. I hate letting people down.
I was just telling Charlie that the other day. I said, man,
that's the worst.
What I hate more than anything is letting people down. It really fucks me up. It ruins relationships, because if I let you down and it's significant enough, it makes me flee the situation. Like it's like I'm embarrassed or whatever.
That's true. Yeah.
When really, if I know that whenever I see the person, especially if somebody you had real love with, when you see him, it's like, look, man, I fucked up. With anybody that's a decent human being, especially it's like a brother type friend, you know, they're gonna understand it. You know what I'm saying? Because we're
trying to fucking make something better.
Yeah,
before I come with
that's what we said.
Let the nigga down. I be trying to.
I gotta show back. I gotta show back up when it's done to make up for it.
You know what I'm saying? Like just to. Like, man, look, man.
See, and I've never been one for bad news neither. You know what I'm saying? So like when I'm like, look, I'm gonna try to make this happen for you, bro. I'm gonna try to make this happen for you. Let's get this going on, and then I get shut down. Like something goes left.
You touched on something though. It's vital in the whole situation. What do we perhaps do because we, you know, when I was in rehab, they told me that I was a people pleaser that didn't give a fuck what nobody thinks.
Ain't that oxymoron?
Yeah, and it's like an egomaniac with an inferiority complex.
Yeah.
But that's really what it is. It's like I really am a people pleaser on a certain level. I want everybody to like me, but then it gets to a point where, you know, you realize how futile that effort is, and so you really start. It's like you, or maybe it's even like
you put it on yourself.
Yeah, or you just maybe it's an act that you don't give a fuck. But either way, you're so in the routine of that act that it's a damn good act.
Yeah. What about
But not overextending yourself on the front end and promising things. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of times that be it too.
Yeah.
That's how we represent things. You know, because you're like, oh, ain't nothing. You know, something. You learn the older you get, the less you do that shit.
Well, that's why I quit drinking. I stopped drinking because of that reason. You know, I not just that one, but you know, mostly flight school. You know, I'm taking a year hiatus because I want to. So I was like, I'm gonna stop for a full year, and everybody's like, for what? And I was like, I don't know. Like my license is gonna take me 90 days to get, but like, I feel like I talked it up so many times. I was like, I'm gonna take a year off. I'm gonna take a full fucking year. Because I run across so many people that cannot take a day off. Just one day. And I'm talking about, I'll be like, hey, can you not smoke cannabis every day? They're like, no, I gotta have it every day. I'm like, can you not have some drinks every day? They're like, no, I gotta have it every day. And I'm like, every day. And they're like, because you know that when time gets short, this is the way I always look at it, right? So if I only drink once a week, 90% of the time, pretty soon I'm gonna drink twice a week. Yeah. Right? Time gets shorter, and in between times of your happiness, because I always tell people that happiness is just temporary. It's only temporary. Yep. Everything else is pain, right? Yep. And so as we search for our happiness, we're gluttonous. We're never gonna be satisfied because we're constantly searching for that happiness. So as you get that feeling, like liquor, like I could drink and I'm cool. It gives me a happiness. You know what I'm saying?
But it was like that for me with gambling, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I thought I was motherfucking like, oh man, I'm finna go smack the ass, I'm gonna smack the ass, I'm gonna smack the ass.
Yeah.
But shit, over and over, like you said, that happiness is temporary. And shit, you talking about the bigger you win, the more you gonna motherfucking, you know what I'm saying?
Get in it. Yeah.
Get in it and lose.
Yeah.
And so what am I addicted to? Am I enjoying the happiness of the win, or am I enjoying the pain? I started realizing, damn, I might just fucking like, you know what I'm saying, losing more than I like winning.
This is big facts.
Like, I say that shit, like, is you addicted to getting high, motherfucker, or is you addicted to, you know what I'm saying, getting low? Cause after that shit, after it's gone, you lower than you was, you know what I'm saying, the time before.
Yeah. And you gonna stay that way though.
And you gonna stay that way.
Yeah.
So motherfucker trying to fill the voids up with shit that matter. You know what I'm saying? The people they surround themselves with. You know what I'm saying? The opportunities that, you know what I'm saying, get presented. Try to, you know what I'm saying, use your best judgment and do something that can take up more of your time. You know what I'm saying? Look, this is what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? To take up more of my time that's like, okay, shit, this ain't no instant gratification right here. Yeah. It's gonna take some time, it's gonna take some work, it's gonna take some focus and sacrifice, you know what I'm saying? But that payoff gonna be So let me do some productive pain on myself. Yeah. Let me put myself through some productive pain.
It really works. We learned that it really works like this. If it's instant if it's instantly gratifying, long term, it's probably got some fucked up repercussions. You know what I'm saying? But if it's the delayed gratification, if it's something that you put in work for,
it's probably a lot better.
You know, because you know how they say that like a runner's high is like so similar to like a cocaine high.
You know, like, open up your dope.
Yeah, and so they say that they're virtually identical as far as the way your brain interprets them, but think how much more healthy a run is.
You got one on.
Doing cocaine, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Because it's the instant gratification versus the delayed gratification.
But just like what I was saying, we get time to get shorter because we want that gratification even faster now. And then if we already had it, we got more accessibility to it. We want it more. So they're saying, you're drinking every night, you get fucked up every single day. And then
I'm a bad person to talk to about that because if I like it, I'm gonna do it until it makes me sick.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but a lot of us are. A lot of us are. Not just you. I think like 95 fucking percent.
Cheeseburger, McDonald's.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like if I have it, I like it. I'm gonna do it till it just literally makes me physically sick.
Yep.
Buck calling me right now.
Talk about food, Bubba. Even talking about food, like motherfucker run across some food, he like,
just tear it up.
He gonna get it that day.
Oh my
God.
God.
Get it the next day.
I gotta get it
He gonna
again.
get it again.
Yup, that's how I am.
Until you get it and you like, man, this motherfucker, they ain't make it right,
this is
man.
what-
They tripping.
They did it differently, man. Who was the chef back there
And the
today?
reason,
You know what I'm saying?
And I always talk to Charlie. We always talk about this. It's like the reason that it's the same shit. It's not about the drug. Like that's the disease of addiction or the external thing, whatever it is.
It's really you.
It's just a symptom.
Yeah.
It's a symptom. It's not about the drug or the gambling or whatever. It's an inside job.
Yeah.
And it's like anytime we're trying to use something external to be an internal solution, it's going. You know what I'm saying? The hole's gonna get bigger.
It's a crutch.
But when you start looking at shit chemically, it seems like it's kind of easier to fix or maintain because like you said a runner give you the same motherfucking dopamines and feel as a cocaine high. You know what I'm saying? So like we might not know what's going on internally or that void we're trying to fix and shit. You know what I'm saying? But chemically we know what we chasing after. You feel what I'm saying? So do that shit productive. You know what I'm saying? Shit, at least try to.
At least balance it out, son.
But dude, that's a hard. You know.
It's real hard, but that's the struggles everybody in this motherfucking world going through every fucking day.
Every day.
But we have this terminal uniqueness, terminally unique and fatally cool. It's like, we think that nobody's ever felt this is what I feel, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and they just don't understand.
Or nobody's ever went through what I went through.
Yup.
That's what I'm saying.
Because they just don't understand. Y'all don't understand.
I robbed you drink too.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But then I think about it like this. Well, if you've had all them and you've made it through all of that and you can't beat that, right? So I'm looking at myself like, damn, you can do everything. You've done it all. You continuously to do it. So show me more what you can do. I'll put yourself in the most uncomfortable shit. Because it's what, like I was talking to my daughter. My daughter, just being real, she got hooked on them vapes. Yeah. Right? The nicotine junts, right? And she's 17, so
bad for you, right?
Dude, they fuck with your mental so bad.
I sensed it when everybody was doing it so much. I was like,
every time I tried to quit smoking these motherfuckers, man, and I picked up a vape, motherfuckers buying me vapes and shit. Smoking this shit, I'm like, this ain't right, man.
Nah.
This ain't right, man. That shit hit my lungs.
And it gives you your anxiety, your depression, enhances all that shit. It's a bad chemical. But this is, I was telling her, I was like, look, we went to Hawaii and you couldn't even have a good time because you didn't have a vape. You were upset the whole time. You were mad. We're in the most beautiful place in the world and you're able to do anything you want. And you can't even have a good time because you don't have a chemical with you.
Man, I just got back from California, man. When I got off the motherfucking plane, I had one cigarette. I smoked that motherfucker. Take a taxi to the hotel. I get to the hotel about 2 o'clock in the morning. Got to be up at 6:30 in the morning. Go to the California State Prison.
You had to get you one in.
With Project Pat. He would not stop. So I'm 6:30. I'm going off 2 hours of sleep.
And Pat ain't gonna stop for no smokes.
Pat ain't stopping. Boom, we get there. Boom, we go through all this stuff. We gotta go through all that. Hours. Boom, leave that junk. You know what I'm saying? Shit, we're going somewhere else. Go eat. I'm like, man, hey, let me out on the corner right here. I see a little store.
Yeah.
We out on Manhattan Beach. Cali somewhere. Motherfucker. Yeah. Let me out. I'll walk to the store. Y'all got cigarettes now? We ain't got cigarettes. Walk to the restaurant. Go eat. Boom. Get in the car again. Traffic. To go 14 miles, it's an hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah, but
traffic
you really just went to that hotel so you can just figure it out.
You just need a cigarette.
Cross street from the motherfucking hotel, this gas station. Pull over right there. Go in that motherfucker and say, yes. Give me a pack of Newport shorts.
Yeah.
You give me a pack of Newport shorts. I pay for them. $76.
Yeah.
You did.
Yeah.
I look at the motherfucking pack and say non-menthol.
Yup. It was a red pack.
It's a pack just like same color pack and everything.
Oh shit!
Same color pack and everything. Is just a sticker on it that say non.
Do you know they ain't allowed to do flavors of menthol no more in Cali?
Bro, I go back to the counter. I say, man, what the fuck is this, man? You gave me the wrong ones, bro. He said, no, them the right ones, Newport Short. I said, no, I need menthol. California banned menthol.
Yep.
Really?
Yeah, they been banned it. They banned all flavors too, so you can't do like flavors.
Yeah, I said, you ain't got no Camel Crush or nothing like that. No menthol, nothing.
Nothing. No
So
menthol,
I'm like,
nothing. They been did that.
Fuck me up, bro.
But I get it. Menthol's not great, but it's cigarettes.
They're cigarettes. That's what I'm saying. They're already not great.
Menthol ain't menthol like a natural some shit.
No, it's like
Not
fiberglass
the
and
way it
shit.
gets
Yeah.
put in cigarettes.
Yeah, not the way they put it in cigarettes.
Okay,
Dude, they have like an extra 75 pages of intoxicants to go on to that.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
Like
not-
real
it's
shit.
still a fucking cigarette.
I went out there,
You know
nigga.
when
It's not healthy. We know it's not
when
healthy,
the
so give me my
Cherokees-
fucking flavor.
When the natives,
They was rolling straight
but when they would spit and they didn't get cancer from it.
Man.
What I'm concerned about with cannabis is now that it's regulated. Basically, like what started giving people cancer was the fact that cigarettes or all these additional chemicals are added.
Listen
and
to
they're gonna
'em.
Start doing it to the.
Listen to them.
They're gonna start doing it with the weed too. Now.
I've been fucking saying this. They've been doing it. They've been. Look at all the stuff that we got in these stores. You know, they're outlawing it right now in July. I can't fucking wait, dude.
What they gonna outlaw?
They do all the fake shit, the chemicals. So all the deltas and stuff.
Delta.
Those are all fake chemicals. And
Yeah.
and see, you go to California,
That shit smell like cold drink, bro.
it all smells just fucking weird.
Yeah, it's
I don't
like
like
a
any of it.
chemical, like,
Yeah, you can smell it.
Like, oh, I got some. I got some.
Dude, what's
All the
wild?
stores and shit, it smell like cold drink.
Dude, check this out. Look, I'm gonna show you something. Right?
Just think, man, I need to stop that Delta, man. That Delta ain't good, man.
Check this out. This looks like some gas right here. Right. Now I can put this on camera because this ain't real. Well, we're in Virginia, so it's allowed to be.
Yeah,
So it don't matter.
that's that Delta.
Look at this shit.
It looks real.
That's
What's
the
it
Delta
smell
right
like?
there.
What's it smell like?
Gas, bro. Looks like it smell just like it.
Damn, but it's fake.
Smell like cold drink, bro.
Do you know what that is? 1.9% real weed. It tested out at 27%
You got a
though.
Pepsi in here, man.
No. You're gonna pop it and smell it.
Pop that motherfucking Pepsi, bro, and smell this weed and smell the Pepsi, bro.
I smell weed. It just smells like weak weed, like a weak weed smell. Like
But it's still that.
But so
that
it's
look
CBG.
smelling like-
It's CBG that they grow and then they spray it.
It look good.
Right.
I know some niggas get
Oh, but look. Oh yeah, all day
They gonna get
long.
off with this.
Oh, they gonna get off. And look, I have other shit that looks 10 times better than that. And I was like, what the fuck is this?
So
I
like, what's the case?
It looks like beasters.
Yeah, so they growing bullshit and then they spraying it with a hemp derived chemical.
Yeah.
Right? And so you'll get some bud that looks like this. Nah, dude brought me this over to have me test it, and I tested it, and I keep the bag because I like to show people, you know what I'm saying? I'll be like, which one's better? And I'll put some of my flame up and I'll put some of this up. And they're like, oh, this shit all day, this shit smells good, look good, damn. And I'm like, all right, well, roll one up, right? And the stuff about this, so you roll one up and you'll smoke about half of it, right? And you'll get lit as fuck because it's 27.28%. You lit as a motherfucker and you're like, damn,
Quick.
I'm high as hell. So you put that thing out about halfway. Go light that thing back up, right? When you do, you're gonna watch the chemicals pop. But the first burn, let all that chemical out. Like, you know, you got your resin and shit and your THC will run back through it, you know, as you're smoking it. This is the different chemicals. So as you burning it through and you put it out, right? You go back through, it's hard as a rock, right? And you go fire it up and it's boiling.
Fucking smoke the seed.
Yeah, it starts boiling around the side and it's like chemical popping and it's liquidy. And you're like, oh, dude, there's no way that's good for me. So you research it and what they're doing is they're like taking all these chemicals and pulling the acids out of the cannabis plant and then mixing it into a fucking powder, mixing it into like ether and some more fucking shit. Wow. And then they're growing the CBD and then they're fucking spraying it so that this shit gets you high. So the regular bud itself won't get you stoned, but the shit that they spray on top of it will.
So what the fuck is the long-term effects of that shit?
Bro, that's what the fuck I'm telling you.
We don't even have a reference.
We don't even have a reference for, but because the molecule is off, it's not illegal as a substance, right? See, Florida's different
And they'll
though.
just change it if they do. Like,
If they
ban
do,
that
they'll just
particular,
change the molecule.
Formula, they'll just
Change the formula.
That's 89.
Yep, and that's what they've been doing. Delta 10, THCO, THCP, all this extra shit.
So just make the fucking real cannabis legal.
And dude, you know where we would have so much better because then we could actually research this shit. Listen, we're so caught up on researching how to make the fake shit that we won't even research how to make the real shit good. You know what I'm saying? And make it legit.
Synthetic was the plan from the whole get-go.
Oh yeah, for sure. And see, what he was talking about is what I've been thinking is gonna fully fucking go full-fledged. You're gonna have to get this shit FDA approved.
Yeah.
And when you go in there, you're gonna buy cigarettes just like them, but they're gonna have 400 different chemicals in there just to make them safer. Or whatever the fuck they call it. Flame retardant. Make them last longer, yeah.
Now that they fucking make everybody do fucking vape shit. Like
See, that's gonna be next.
That's
That's gonna be next. They're gonna make it to where you can only vape. It's only processed. You know what I'm saying?
Bullshit.
But that's fucking horrible for your body. That is just horrible for your fucking body.
I seen something on Instagram. They said vaping make a bitch pussy dry.
It will.
I've
I've been told that like 40 times.
Like, if I hit the hoes that
I thought it was just me.
Nah. Bitch, came back my vape. We fucking tonight. Don't touch that shit.
gotta throw a little bit of that.
You know what I'm saying? Nah, but I think that's with a lot of shit. I mean, you put any chemical in a bitch's body, not all of them. Not all of them, but
It fucks with our reproductive systems.
it does. We're fucking with our systems, period. Anyways, you know what I'm saying?
Breathing the air out here.
Yeah, not up here.
Not
This
so
is
much
great.
here,
You know, not so much here.
We were noticing that this morning.
Yeah, it's wild. It is so wild,
It ain't humid, man.
dude.
It was about 66 degrees this morning,
Mm-hmm.
and it wasn't humid even the slightest. Man, it was unbelievable.
Yeah, I fucking love it. I was gonna go fly this morning, but I didn't leave here. Me and Bez did a podcast till like 1 o'clock in the morning. Yeah.
Shout out to Bez.
Hey, that's my dude, man. We linked up earlier, went and had some lunch and shit, and fucking kicked it and talked about some shit.
Bez's a good dude.
Yeah, he's a super good dude. What I really would love to do, and this is like, I would love to do it. You know, you have to be part of it. You don't even get a choice.
I'm in. I'm
So, I've been, with my West Virginia thing, I got the dispensary up there. Me and Jelly been working on some things, and I'm really just waiting on his people to call me since I spoke on it. Once his people call me and we get more of a go ahead on their line of genetics up there with the bad apple ganja and stuff, I want to collab, and I want to make exclusive strains for artists. Very exclusive, just for artists. It's been the plan the whole time, but I'm expanding it now. So I would like to get the whole group on everybody, and get each different person's, and then branch from there.
Rap snacks.
Just like Rap Snacks. Yeah, that's what I was thinking about too when I was thinking about it. Just like Rap Snacks, but you go in, you got some Bubba Sparxxx pre-rolls, and then you know what I'm saying, you got the Miss New Booty pre-rolls, and them things are thick at the top with the diamonds.
Everything.
Yeah, you got a lot of
ugly.
shit. Yeah, hell yeah. And there's a lot of stuff that goes into it, and you can do all these for marketing because you're gonna walk in and see your favorite artist on the shelf. You know what I'm saying?
Just like going to the record store.
Just like going to the record store, you're gonna go in there and be like, so this is what Bubba's smoking on. This is what Jelly's smoking on. This is the shit that Yellow Wolf's smoking on. You know what I'm saying? And so while you bumping their music, you smoking on their strain that they the ones that this is my jam. You know what I'm saying?
And it's exclusive.
And it's exclusive. And I'm gonna make it to where you can only get it in certain areas. You know what I'm saying? I like, all right, today is only Atlanta for Bubba Sparxxx. You can't get any Bubba Sparxxx outside of Atlanta. I apologize, but it's this week only. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, because it's going to open up federally within the next 10 years.
Yeah.
The next 10 years, and you do all the groundwork now, you get all of your strains in order, you get all your people in order, and everything lined up. That's retirement right there. That's passive income. You know what I'm saying? And that's one thing that will never leave. It's just like cigarettes. Cannabis is a want, but it's a necessity.
It is.
Right? So there's whenever you're going into a business adventure, yes, it is. It's the exact same. And alcohol is an amazing fucking revenue stream.
Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness! Because here's the thing: everybody's fucking drinking, man.
And
Everybody
it's
drinks.
even cannabis has become much more socially acceptable, but it still doesn't even approach alcohol in terms
No, not
of
even close.
social acceptability.
And it's like weed, though. You know what I'm saying? You know how like you start off drinking like E and J when I was young.
Yeah, some old irk and jerk.
You know what I'm saying? And then you get tired, and then you hit it up. Now we're on the Hennessy.
Yep.
Then drink until you tired of it. Now we're on the
Yeah.
You feel me? Now fuck that Remy, fuck that Brown. I'm on motherfucking Kettle One.
And that's the shit though. And on top of so, you'll be getting introduced to new artists. You know what I'm saying? Because say like say you sign somebody.
Coming with a way to somehow, tie it into the actual distribution of the music too.
Yeah. So I was talking with Bez today, and what I was wanting to do is I wanted to have Bez help me with my merch page, right? Because he tough with this merch shit.
Yeah,
he is. And I wanted him to help me with my merch page, but I wanted to put his merch on that same page too. You know what I'm saying? As like another subcategory type deal, to where we're getting his stuff right off my page. Right. But what we do is we do my main page, and then we have your merch, they merch. And so like each different person's type merch. So when you coming in, you talking about, because everybody has different flavors, everybody has different wants and looks, So when they coming in, they got that merch on. I'm like, look, I'm gonna give you a free Bubba pre-roll every time you come in with one of Bubba's shirts on. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what we do down here. If you come in wearing any of my merch, you get a free joint.
Yeah.
Everybody, it don't matter. And I got people that come in solely just for that free joint every day. And they'll hit both shifts. They'll come in the morning shift. What's up? Let me get that. They'll walk out, hand the old lady the hat. She'll come in, put it on. Hey, can I get the pre-roll? You know what I'm saying? And I don't care. That's a loophole, Bubba. I believe in loopholes. You know what I'm saying? So run it. And my employees used to trip on me about it. They'd be like, bro, they coming in. And like, it's, if you're not buying anything and if you got a hat on, I'm gonna fuck with your shirt or something, and you ain't buying nothing, I'm gonna still fuck with you. But if you're purchasing something, of course you get it, right? So if you come back and purchase something again, you get another one. You know what I'm saying? So you get these motherfuckers coming in, spend $10, get a bag, get a free joint. They'll come back up to the counter and be like, oh, hey, I wanted to grab another 10 real quick. Oh, but throw my hat joint on there too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And they're like, shit, that's another joint. Then my employees are like, hey, man, dude just hit the line 3 times to spend his $30, but he got 3 joints out of it. I'm like, that's cool, but that's called a loophole.
Man, America,
you know what I'm saying? Hell yeah. So I would like to get involved with influential people who are gonna promote positivity.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And have the same agenda. I hate saying agenda because it makes me feel like I'm doing something wrong.
Plan.
You know what I'm saying? Because whenever you hear a plan, has the same game plan, has the same goals, same mission. Yeah. And my biggest mission is to get these motherfuckers off this dope. You know what I'm saying? Drink a beer, have yourself a drink, have yourself a joint. You know what I'm saying? Leave the dope alone.
Yeah, speaking from experience, you know what I'm saying? I would say dabble. I've done every drug except PCP.
Really?
You know what I'm saying? I can say that, you know what I mean? And obviously to varying levels with each drug, but man, it's like when I look back over my life, like it's like so much was wasted on, has been wasted on,
on drugs.
But it's really just external shit, period. But drugs bring about the most unmanageability the fastest.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, as compared to like gambling or food or whatever. It just, your shit can get all fucked up in a hurry.
Isn't that wild how that is? The second we take ourselves out of our reality.
Perspective, right?
But like the quick, like for me, you know what I'm saying? Like the quick effects that I see, I think that I'll be able to, you know what I'm saying?
Shake back.
Yeah, shake back and get control.
Yeah.
It's that sneak up effect for me up.
Like,
you know what I'm saying? Like
something
that seems like harmless. Like alcohol is legal. I can go to the store and I can drink alcohol every day that I want to.
Yeah.
Well, see, that's how I rationalized my way into initially getting addicted on the pain pill. To the pain pills I was being prescribed from a
doctor.
Snowmobile accident.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
A legal route.
A legal grind, and then you just looking like, oh, okay, shit. Oh, this is what this is.
Yep.
And then time go by, like, damn, I ain't got nothing. You know what I'm saying?
But I can't stop thinking about them.
I can't stop thinking.
I remember when I first, after being prescribed, because I was in Canada ice fishing, got a pretty bad snowmobile accident. Was up the hospital for a while up there.
Before they was even.
They was prescribing it to me. I had no idea about dope sickness, withdrawals. Dude, I was on it for 6 months straight.
How old were you?
I was 20.
So in your 20s?
It was 2003. So I was like 25.
Yeah, so you were young in your 20s, yeah.
Yeah, I was doing the Bubba Sparxxx thing, and like I remember I was on tour with Blink-182. I was in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and I had my little routine where I would, the bus would get in, I'd lay down for a certain amount of hours, get up, pop 3 lower tabs, and fucking, take 2 shots of Patron and be ready to go start my day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I remember I had run out. I wasn't even thinking about it. But I was asleep for like 3 or 4 hours. But I remember I laid down, I drifted off to sleep, and I woke up in cold sweats. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, dang, at first I was like, I got the flu. I'm sick. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, that's fucked up. I'm sick. But then, when you had the flu, you can medicate, you can still get some rest. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I couldn't get sleep. Like, I couldn't get comfortable. Like, and I was like, it hit me. I was like, it's those fucking pills. It's the pills.
Yeah.
And then I went into sheer terror and panic.
That's crazy. You realize that in 2003, though.
2003.
You know what I'm saying? Because 2003, I think they really just started coming like, like they really started coming out like,
was the beginning.
Well, because we went over there and stole them from Afghanistan. Like we went over there and took all that shit.
That brings up, because we invaded Iraq.
Mm-hmm.
The WMD's war started in 2003.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying, that's it directly coincides with the timeline.
Yeah.
Fucking lower tabs with that.
Well,
lower tabs or something.
Yeah, I was a freshman in high school. Yeah, it's about the first time I started popping pills. Because everybody had them. But everybody had them.
Prescribes them, man.
Yeah, isn't that the crazy part?
I really thought they
were
like
the doctor gave these to me. He told me I could have these.
Even my best friend, man, who loves me more than anything in the world, and he's actually 15 years sober now. But I remember back then him telling me, he's like, as long as you ain't doing coke, he said, 'cause I don't care about your little pills, your little housewife.
Yeah, no, but that's real shit. But that's how a lot of people look at it.
Look, that was how the culture was set up, though. Like that's how it was. It was like when them pills came out, man. I was taking them Xanax, lower tabs.
That was all like looked at as like.
But that was all. Yeah, it's just like
a half
whatever.
Yeah.
I come in the hood and shit, and motherfuckers be like, I'm like, what?
And I remember that too.
You feel me? They be like, oh, this a tab. You don't want none of this, boy.
Man, they be like,
taking them white boy drugs, man.
That was
white boy drugs.
Yeah.
And then to see it come, it took the point where they're now the hood, you know what I'm saying? Like it's all
perk. Now they want you.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But man, let me tell you, I used to smoke a half ounce of weed a day, man. Every day, man.
I bet that was some real quality weed.
I smoked I smoked a half ounce of weed.
More like mid, good mid.
Yeah, that's what it was around. That was mid. You feel me? But
like
real
BCs.
weed though.
See, I didn't touch Nashville till 09.
It was real weed.
I know you didn't have nothing till 09 at least. No.
You can find some real weed.
But I remember that Granddaddy Purple and the
white widow.
And the $50 a gram.
Yep. That's when they was getting money off that shit.
I think I brought like 30 pounds of fucking Blue Dream to fucking Nashville one time and ain't never seen no shit like that. Hell yeah. I was flooding. Hell yeah.
I remember that dream.
Yeah.
I started popping them pills, bro, them Xanax. And when I popped the Xanax, I said, shit, I ain't gotta smoke no blunts no more. Shit, it's like I smoked 5 blunts on this bar.
Mm-hmm.
I started taking like 4 or 5 of them Xanax bars a day.
That is the worst. That is the worst drug in so many different ways.
Now I'm going to sleep for an hour.
The withdrawals.
At 5 o'clock. And the sun kinda out. Waking up at 7 o'clock. And it's nighttime and thinking I done slept a whole nother day, go straight and take another bar.
Yeah.
Bro,
they're only
trying to go back and smoke weed, nigga. Anxiety, I can't handle this shit. Them pills fuck my whole chemical balance.
Let me tell you this though. There's only
two
things that you can actually like. The withdrawals from opiates is horrible, but you cannot die. You don't die from even you're gonna think
benzos. You can
benzos and alcohol.
Yep, those are 2 things you die. You can die from withdrawals. They like if you go to an alcohol rehab, they will give you alcohol while you're there. They give you low doses.
You will fucking die.
Or you will fucking die.
You know, because there was a doctor when I went to rehab. There was a doctor, and I'll tell you this: he had been prescribed like two Klonopins. I forget, do they come in 10 or whatever? Like, but he'd been prescribed like based on what I knew, a low dose. You know what I'm saying? For like 10 years, and he had been there for like almost 120 days. And he was sleeping like 30 minutes a night, still at 120 days off of those things.
Yeah.
After being on it for 10 years, he's like 30 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the thing, like alcohol, it take years and years and over drink to have that type of effect where you can die from the shit or just over consumption of it. With the pill, I think it's got to do with why it's legal though. Cause it takes so much.
I got a couple. You know how we do it as a tradition. I had to call DoorDash. Yeah.
Oh snap!
It takes so.
She gonna be all excited.
I wonder if it's the same lady though.
I hope so too. That's way too funny. I love DoorDash.
Man, that shit, man. The alcohol is legal, man, but you can die from the shit.
See, but alcohol is to be able to be taxed.
Right.
Yeah, that's the thing. So like, if Roxy's were taxable like that in that notion, they would sell them. You know what I'm saying?
You couldn't die so fast from them.
Oh yeah, if you couldn't just overdose at night.
Yeah.
Anything.
The stove just like the alcohol.
Yeah, like if cigarettes killed you in 5 years, they couldn't sell them to you.
Weed can't kill nobody. That's why they taking so long and doing all the loopholes.
That's exactly what it is. They fucking tripping with cannabis. They tripping so much. But here's the thing: if I'm a big pharma and I'm making billions of dollars a year,
keep that other shit out of it.
I don't want you to fucking be pushing no pot. I'm gonna beat your ass.
No solutions. No finality solutions. Like we gotta treat the disease, not cure it.
You know this subject we talking about plays a big part in upcoming projects that we got coming.
Hell yes it does. Hell yes it does. Like, hell yeah, it has everything to do with it. I ain't gonna speak on shit.
We can't talk
but
about
man,
it.
Oh man, man, I'm ready. That shit blew my mind yesterday. I took it home, showed my people. I was so excited about that shit. That shit was so cool.
Some of the characters might change.
Yeah, just being real. Yeah, for sure. But dude, I gotta get Yellow Wolf and Jelly in there.
Yeah, most definitely. It's just a lot riding on it, and you know what I'm saying. I take it serious, and you know what I mean.
All right, of course, real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean.
I think that anything that you do, you gotta have it serious. I think it's real hard. I'll wait till Bubba gets back before I finish. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If we was younger,
we'd be a whole different thought process. Yeah,
it would be a whole different thought process.
It would have, you know.
We was younger, man, like for real. And you know what though? It probably would work out for us just like it always have. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? We all in a different point in our life right now.
Yeah.
Yes, to the utmost.
Yes.
I ain't talking about money.
I'm talking about
nothing. I'm talking about
situation.
Yeah. Situated position, sitting right here breathing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna take that for granted, man. I ain't gonna
waste my damn time.
Face, man, and disrespect none of myself, none of that shit.
Oh shit. That's facts. So look, as we rolling through and we weeding out individuals in your life, you ever run across somebody? And I know I was talking to this about my buddy the other day. We run across people that we fuck with. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah. That we fuck with and we like, bro, we know they bad. Like they have all the flags, they give you all the telltales, but we haven't been burnt. And we know that we think anyway that they loyal or whatnot, that we got the best intentions. But we see them on how they doing other people, and they see them how they living their lives and how they handle their So do you say it's your homeboy, you know him 15 years. You know what I'm saying?
Your mama say.
He just hadn't been your turd yet.
It's just thing your mama say.
Oh,
that snake bit me. I've been playing with this snake every day. It's my snake.
Yep.
But it's still the nature of a snake. But the thing is, how I look at shit, I don't know if you look at the same way. I can trust a snake to be a snake.
Yeah.
Yep.
I can trust a dog to be a dog. I can trust a bird.
That's one of the first lessons my daddy taught me.
So I can trust a motherfucker to be
who they are.
Once you know who they are, you better trust them to be who they are.
You know what I'm saying? But when you got these motherfuckers with these masks and these wolves and sheep clothing and whatever all these little sayings they want to say,
man.
You know what I'm saying? Like then, you know.
I tell you what's weird too. You know, a situation where like, say it's us three, hypothetically. Yeah, you can turn up. There's more food too.
No, that's cool.
Like say it's us three. Say we both have a common friendship. Like we know each other, but I really fuck with Charlie. You really fuck with Charlie, but we just don't really like each other. You know, a situation like that.
Yeah.
You know what I attribute it to? It's just the timing of when we meet people, cross one another's paths, what we had going on at that particular time. You know, I think that a lot of it can be.
Do you think everything happens for a reason?
Every fucking thing.
I don't know if everything does, but most shit does.
I'm gonna sit here and say,
I believe it.
Fucking thing
But
happens.
you're a very eccentric individual.
Yeah, for sure.
You have a different type of intelligence. I'm not just trying to like gas you up or anything, but I be silly talking about this because, no offense, but when you first meet you don't expect you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's different until your mouth opens up, and I'm like, this motherfucker's smart. You know what I'm saying? But it's a different type of intelligence, a different type of thought process. So that's why I asked, because I was like, I could tell you don't necessarily think everything happened for a reason, but there's something there.
But going back to what he was saying about, like, my daddy would say, he said, forget, you can't trust nobody for just because they just care about you and they're just, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, because I feel like, this is what I feel. This is my just, look, this ain't actual factual.
Spit it out, boy. What do you got?
This and $3 will get you a Coca-Cola. You know what I'm saying? But 10% of people that are born into this world are just saints. Inherently good. Incapable of doing wrong. And Charlie's got some friends like that. You know, you always talk about, he can do no wrong.
I got
But then 10%.
You know my friends. You know my friends can't do no wrong.
Just can't do no wrong.
Can't do no wrong.
Then I think 10% of the people born into this world are inherently bad. They're just evil.
What about the other 80?
Then I think the other 80, it just depends on some factors. You know what I'm saying? What they had going, what their childhood shaped them like, and what they had going on when you happened to cross paths with them.
Man, it sounds like to me you just broke down like the statistics of spiritual warfare.
Well,
you got 10% good, 10% bad, all battling over this 80% to either save or sway.
that's slick.
You know
I like that.
As if you think about most people, even people
That's legit.
That's how it broke down.
Even people that you might call enemies, if you really think about it, and you're honest, you can probably look at like what, hey, they got some qualities. You know what I mean? Like they got some.
You gotta respect them.
Yeah.
You have to. That's the thing.
Respect your enemies.
You have to respect your enemies. That's huge. Yeah, because if you don't respect your
They wouldn't
enemies,
qualify as enemies if you didn't respect them.
Right.
facts.
How faster have you met a goal or accomplished something when you had an opposition?
Yeah.
Whether that be a physical
I always have
person
to have, I can't accomplish
or
anything
An
without,
obstacle.
without someone or something, and even if it's an idea, to fight.
Yeah.
Right.
That gives you the edge. You get up in the morning and, you know.
Yep.
And
That does.
I find myself, you know what I'm saying, in places like gambling houses,
Yep.
casinos,
Yep.
when I don't have an opposition. Now, the younger me would say, damn, that's a bitch ass nigga over there. Who, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let me go do that.
Yeah.
That's my first short-sighted opposition.
You're fighting the man in the
You know what I'm saying? Like you feel what I'm saying? But exactly now I'm to the time now. I'm glad you said that. Now to the time now I'm looking in the mirror saying, "There you go right here." No,
Because that's the only enemy that matters.
That's the only enemy that matters, man. Let's get some of that positive pain going, homie. So we can get some of that longevity positivity, man.
That's actually why I built this right here. Well, outside of me and Worm, we always wanted to be on a radio show. Me and Worm always wanted to do a radio show. You know, rest in peace, Worm. But I built this lounge because this gave me a spot to go because the younger me getting fights every time I go out. Every time I go out, just for the simple fact that there's enough people there and I know I can pop this shit off.
It's a social club.
Yeah, it's a social club, and I like to fight. You know, they say two men like to do two things. You know, fuck or fight. If we ain't fucking, we fighting.
Or foot race.
Or foot race. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Let's fight a foot race.
Yeah. But so a lot of the time I was like, damn, dude, I want to be out. I want to be social. I want to connect with people and stuff like that. But it's really hard for me to because I like to fucking fight. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And see, my liking of fighting is different than what one would say, oh, you just like to fight. No, like me and my homeboys, we can get drunk and throw hands on each other and then laugh about it. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of shit I'm into. So even if I am get aggressive with somebody else, that's just because I ain't gotten in a good fight in a minute. You know what I'm saying? Like my homeboys ain't been there for me.
And
you
me
know?
and Charlie were talking about this too. Like, couple things like where I'm that's not my philosophy. You know what I'm saying? Because I think I may have thought that way because I kind of like getting hit in the face. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like a lot.
It's
of times,
a rush.
A lot of times when I've been in fights, that's what like. Oh shit!
All right, now, yeah, let's go. Okay,
but
yeah.
until you fucking get jumped, if you get jumped,
that's a different story.
Motherfuckers jumped me and took my bike when I was 11 years old. Get my bicycle, go down through the projects. I'm like, oh, I got it with my friends.
Yeah.
I ain't never got jumped. I ain't never allowed.
5 motherfuckers beat my ass. Took my
I was about to say, I've been jumped.
I ain't never got jumped. I ain't never
But that'll change your perspective on it.
I ain't never allowed me and my nigga 23rd deep with 5 to do no jumping. Never allowed this shit.
I was a kid though, man.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Kid, nigga, never.
Not me. Nah, we was jumping folks.
They was my friends. My friends jumped me.
Oh, I've been jumped by my friends. Yeah.
That was your friends, man.
No, but I've been jumped by the older neighborhood kids. Yeah.
You had a couple of. Had a little snake, a little raccoon. You had
man.
a little different friends. You trusted for what they were. You knew what they was.
You know, they was we compartmentalized our friends. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what it is.
They was my friends over there.
Over there.
Yeah, they was my friends over there. They were the old boys that I didn't call when I hit the casino.
I like it right there. I like it.
I
like it.
compartmentalize my friends. I keep these ones over there.
Hey, I drink beer with
everybody do that.
Everybody does
with
that.
these people.
Yup.
Right.
I pop pills with these people. I smoke crack with these people.
Yup.
So that's what they do. I mean, like everybody compartmentalize. I don't even know.
Compartmentalize. It's a fucked up word. We're just gonna call it CP.
Compartment.
Yeah, compartment.
Whatever you're compartmentalized.
Yep.
Anyway, everybody do that though, right?
Yeah.
So that's normal.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I would assume so.
I mean, to me, that's a
I know
sign of
everybody in
like
this
good
room
organizational
does.
skills
Right.
to some degree.
Yeah, that really
You
is.
damn sure can't bring all them motherfuckers around each other.
Yep.
Okay. No. Can you, or
If you got enough
does the
power,
compartmentalizing?
If you have enough power, this is truth, right?
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say it like this, right? Okay. So Clarksville, Tennessee, right?
Okay.
Okay, so military. I was in the military and Nashville right there, right? Love music. I opened up a studio, right? Did downstairs in the basement. It was graffiti, looked dope as fuck, right? I brought my culture, my vibe to my man cave where my studio is at, right? But a lot of the people now back home, I hang out with everybody.
Right.
It's a melting pot.
Right.
I don't even see race. I didn't see race till I came out to the South.
Oh, you
That's just
don't
real
see
shit.
it, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when I got to the South, people were talking about race.
Right.
Right? And I'm like, oh, cool. You know, whatever. You know, I don't fucking know what you mean. You know, but people would do the stereotypes things. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he's Asian, he can fix an Xbox. You know what I'm saying? Like that type shit, right? And I was like, really? Is that like a thing? Like, you know, I didn't know because I'm from the West Coast. To where you're not saying that because, you know, you just don't. You know, I don't know. Maybe we were just too young and didn't know the jokes yet. But growing up, so it's different. So you bounce around to different cultures, right? So I brought my California culture over to Clarksville, right? And then a lot of the friends that I had in the military were all different. You know what I'm saying? I'd have some black folk from Texas. I'd have some Mexicans from Arizona, and I'd have some white people from Mississippi, right? But I fucked with them all the same because we were all in the same company. So when I was like, bro, you gotta check out my culture, what we doing down here. You know, because they're like, what are you doing on a Friday night? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, look, I'm doing the studio.
It's your blend of all of it.
It's my blend of all of it. Exactly that. So I'm bringing what we got back home, and I'm putting it here with the blend of everything else that I've seen. And as we're opening it up, and I'm bringing people in, right? And they're like, well, you know, this is different, or this is different, and then it's cool. I actually got a pretty cool picture. I got a buddy who's got the big old white pride tattoos on him, and he's got a swastika on his neck. But see, my homeboy, his name was Brown. He's a big old black dude, and he raps, right? Well, my buddy would come over to the house all the time, and he kicking it all the time, right? And then always putting music down, and we working together. Well, my other dude, who would always pull up on his motorcycle, white supremacist looking motherfucker, and he was the same, was just my homeboy. You know, I fucked with him tough, you know. I valued his
And he don't
life.
walk the line in that environment, at least for you.
Yeah, so he would come in, right? And at the very beginning, like when we was in the military, he's like, I don't fuck with no black folks, period. I'm from Mississippi, we don't do that shit. You know what I'm saying? And then I watched him get into full-blown fistfights, multiple of them, because of this. But as we start, you know, growing, and you know me better than that now, so I'm bringing you to my lounge, you know, my studio.
I respect
you gonna respect me, so and I respect you. So as he's coming in,
he opened his mind up.
My buddy Brown has been in there. He's been in there every day too. You know what I'm saying? And they coming in to do the same thing. You know, well, he's not. My homeboy wasn't rapping, but my other boy was rapping. And he's like, dude, I really like that. And then it took one lyric, because he was standing there, and they never spoke. They gave each other head nods and stuff. Well, dude was in the booth, and we ran it back because, you know, it's dead silent. I got my little thing. I ordered it, said recording, where we lit it up, and that meant everybody shut the fuck up, right? Because these walls are thin. You know what I'm saying?
They can reinstitute that in the studio.
Really should. I didn't know they didn't do that. So I pressed play and we're bumping it, and you know, he's like, I kind of like that because dude had a voice, and he was singing. And he sung this one lyric, man. I can't remember what it was. I have to look it up. But he sung this one part, and dude was like, bro, that was amazing. He's like, and it was funny as shit because the first thing he said was, if I didn't know who you were, I wouldn't know you were black. And I was like, damn, I don't know if that's a compliment or not, whatever. But dude said thank you. I don't know why, but he was like, thank you. And bro, 5 years after that, they best friends. You know what I'm saying? They cool as fuck. Every time they come in, he's like, hey, you want to, here, he firing up, here, hit that, bro. That's some gas, here you go. And then they cool friends, and I got a picture of them.
And that's a microcosm of kind of what my mission, talking about mission, like, is I've always just, what New South meant.
Yeah.
What it continues to mean is I just always wanted to try to get more black and white people in the South to understand how fucking similar they are if you take away the programming, you know, and the subtleties of it that shaped, you know, just thinking that, you know, we're all fucking poor as hell out here. You work, you drink beer when you get off work, you play the lottery, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
it just, that's what it is.
You just want to have a good time, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, it's you know, you just listen to different music, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's
yeah.
Like, and that slowly even changed, you know what I'm saying? But that musical taste started kind of like aligning with one another, and that's just, you doing that, man. It's kind of like I've done it countless times.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know, it's cost me at times too the pursuit of it. You know what I'm saying? Because it don't always work out.
No, it ain't always gonna work out. Some people are just hard headed.
You
like
know,
I've been trying to introduce people to fucking better things in life, and they just can't get it.
Oh man, I used to do that too with my homeboys, bro. Like, you know, Scram wouldn't mind me saying this. You know, I would started going to, when I became blessed financially, you know, going to like fine steak was my thing. I loved, like, you know, Ruth Chris and up. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's where I'm at.
Prime elite steakhouses. Yeah. So I would take my friends, you know what I'm saying? I just want them to have an opportunity to experience, like, you know, learn about, you know, your salad fork and all, you know what I'm saying? Like,
but doesn't that breed hatred amongst your friends?
Well, listen, I'm gonna get to the point. So basically, my friend Scram one time, my best friend played, my childhood best friend played in the NFL for 7 years. Shout out to Big Steve Herndon. And in our ascent, kind of like, basically, like, I took off at the same time as he was going pro, like the way it ended up lining up. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've been putting in work for years, but the year that I blew up was his first year in the NFL. Yeah. And
so those are high five moments right there, you know what I'm saying?
And he's the big homie too. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's like a month younger than me, but he's my big homie. Yeah. And he's 6'5", 300 pounds. He's hard.
He definitely big homie.
He's a hard-nosed son of a bitch too. And, and he and so he was back in town. Big Steve, and we're at this nice steakhouse in Atlanta. And he's like already skeptical of me having all these motherfuckers in there. They ain't shit. They're your boys, that's cool. But they look like a bunch of trashy motherfuckers that don't appreciate you. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then my friend Scram, he says he's getting frustrated because he's trying to go to the bathroom and do bumps and fucking, you know, everything else. And he's like, he comes in there and he says, man, I don't even want this shit. Just give me the money that it's gonna cost. Like, and I lost it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I blacked out.
Oh my God.
You know, and to the point where Big Steve went from like basically, you know, basically saying they wasn't shit and, like, you know what I'm saying, and condemning them to now I'm on his ass so hard. Big Steve's like, man, stop, man, don't do him like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh my gosh.
Because it embarrassed me so bad. Because this you don't understand how important how he views me and my relationships in this scenario is to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's like a
people will view you and judge you over how you treat your relationship.
That's the approval of like him approving of me. That was probably like the most important thing that any approval, you know what I'm saying, that I could have sought, at that time. Yeah. And so then for him to basically it all blow up in my face, and for his his preconceived notion of the situation to be accurate, basically like, you proved yourself not to be shit, and you proved all this to not, and we were very young at the time. Yeah. We proved that like he was right, that I am just fucking like wasting my time, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't know, I still like to do that. I like, when you take a woman on a date, you tell she ain't never. I like going on dates. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I really do. I take women. I take women on dates that aren't date worthy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I like. I like having drinks and having a good meal and then going, and getting my socks blown off. I love it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's like my.
I will say one of my favorite things to do is bless somebody that never saw it coming.
Oh, it's the best thing in the world, man. When you see a chick being giddy, man, because she's like. Getting to drink the champagne and she's heard about it, like, man, I love that shit.
Yeah, I love that shit. That is legit too. And like my wife is so fucking far from being materialistic. I went and bought her a Louis Vuitton bag and it costs bands. Yeah. And she uses that thing as a fucking toy bag and sits in the back of the top. She's not materialistic. You gonna catch her in a fucking $5 shirt and some shorts she's had for 10 years.
You say that too, Ace, because when I look back, I've had all different types of relationships with women, obviously. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I've never had what I would consider a real relationship. That's with a chick that was materialistic. But I've dealt with lots of chicks that were materialistic. But when I talk about I ain't never. This is my woman.
Never had no materialistic.
Yeah, this is my woman, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I go everywhere, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've never been
just trying to get in there. Y'all done had a lot of material.
I done dealt with a lot of women that were, you know what I'm saying, that lived in, they just, you know what I'm saying, that's just what made their pussy wet, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They ain't got no soul.
But when it get...
That's the truth, I swear.
But they just been, it goes back to the thing about, like, they're shaped by their experiences, you know what I'm saying? Like, whatever.
Yeah.
And
well, how society is viewed at them.
And I can't fucking. I'm not Captain Save-A-Ho by no means. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But I can. We can
do like a challenge
for a night or so.
Yes.
Hey, for a night. You know what I'm
saying? I'm not fucked up with dropping a band, but
nah, this motherfucker right here one day he told me, he said, I don't do all this rapper shit. He said, I got my cape on. I'm trying to save a bitch. You remember that? He said, I don't do all this damn cool rapper shit.
Hell no, fuck that.
He said, I got my cape on.
Hey, look, I had this girl probably a couple weeks ago. She came in the store and she was asking me about something and this and that, and I hooked her up and she was like, "Are you on the menu?" And I said, "Shawty, your pockets ain't deep enough." Ooh. Right? And she said, "Oh, you materialistic." Right? And I was like, "Nah. I'm just saying that if you want me to fuck up my whole life and situation and everything else I got, you better have a whole lot of fucking money. Because you better pay off everybody in my motherfucking family that's going to shoot at me." You know what I'm saying? So,
it's real though, man.
Yeah, it's real shit.
What does breed hatred amongst friends?
Oh, that's a good question.
Do you know what I think? Success. Because like what you were just now saying,
as long as we're all on the same level.
If we're all on the same level, we're good.
Or if I'm below you.
Oh yeah. At any point in time, if I'm below you and I feel like you have the power over me. Now this is an ignorant mindset. I'm not talking about mine. Because if I see you up, I'm like, "Bro, pull me up, bro. We're gonna kill it up there together." You know what I'm saying?
That's why you've been blessed.
Yeah. So that's the reason. But I fully believe that a lot of it is success. Like if we're not on the same level no more, then we don't see eye to eye.
I just ain't never been the type of person that like covenant somebody else's anything.
Man, that's a blessing though.
Money,
that's a blessing though,
but that is. But not everybody thinks that way.
You could have been born that way, man. Like,
you know what I'm saying? Like literally, like I always been that person that's like, bro.
I think a lot of it has to do, but I think a lot of it has to be grace too.
And when I see you doing it makes me want to work hard and do it.
No, yeah. Like you feel me? I'll be like, man.
It's righteous. That's the morality and ethics of like, because going back to my best friend that played ball, he went to the University of Georgia to play.
You wanted to go.
Yeah, I want to see. Here's what was interesting about it, Ace. His first love was music.
That's crazy.
My first love was football.
That's crazy.
But he had the ability to be great at football. I didn't. He didn't have the ability to be great at music. I did. So we lived vicariously through one another. But there was a period of about 4 or 5 years right after high school before I got on where I was kind of viewed as like the hindrance in his life. You know, Big Steve, he'd probably be alright if he could just shake Andy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's what he used to call me. Like, basically, like if like I was the one that was like
fucking his shit up.
It was a view. He never thought that, and he never made me feel that way for 1 second. He would tell people, he would staunchly defend me and say, you know, it might be the music, but I know whatever he figures out he's gonna do, it's gonna be great. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He believed in me. And that's where I learned to not be a hater in that situation. No matter what people said, it never affected our relationship. And I always pom-pommed him, and I always, just from the most pure place imaginable, celebrated his success, you know, and pulled for him. And I believe that was, looking back, that was God or the universe's way of preparing me. You know,
it's another thing, bro. It's like I don't get the mentality of people because they'll support and pom-pom a stranger.
But it's cap.
You know what I'm saying? Not like whether it's cap or whether it's just whatever.
So see,
they got friends and family who's doing the same thing, or
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That is true.
Even, you feel me?
Yeah.
People will post somebody else's music they don't
before
even
they
know.
even share yours.
Like
Yeah,
you right there feeding them every day.
Yep.
Let me touch on this though before we slide on further down this street. So I look at it like this, right? Because having been in this situation many times where I had a circle of, you know, young boys, young men like my age, you know what I'm saying? Not, that sounded fucked up when I said young boy. But like we were all in our early 20s. You know, I was a millionaire, you know, at 23 years old.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And first generation, you know, anything. I was the first person in not my immediate family, but in my entire family to graduate high school.
yeah.
So, you know, to say it was first generation accumulation of wealth and materials would be a vast understatement. And so the guys that I had around me, they were a great group of guys. We were all like very, very good friends, like real friends, genuine, like authentic, ride for each other. You know, but over time, me having, because I'm the kind of person like, say, we're about to go to the mall. I want to go to the mall. I'm the money man.
Yeah.
All right. He's got $500. He's with it. He know he gonna go buy him one outfit. But look, you don't have $1, and so you're just poo pooing the whole idea, and you're a vibe killer.
Why you wanna go to that mall?
No, just like, man, I ain't going. I ain't going. And then it makes him start being like, I'm gonna stay here with him. So the whole shit's a wash. But I'm the kind of person to be like, take you in the other room, $1,000. Boom. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey man, feel good about yourself. Let's go, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like,
come on. I love that shit. I love that shit. Man, I love that shit. But that builds a fucking team.
And I'm gonna let
it really does.
Like, not I'm gonna buy it. Like, I'm gonna sit here and fucking like.
No, but you showing them the finish line.
I'm gonna hand you the money so you can pull it out at the mall and feel like a man. If a girl's around, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to be like putting it up there while I pay for it and shit. But I saw this in every one of those situations. I saw this happen.
What's up?
What the resentment that develops. First, you develop a resentment because it's like, God damn, you need some more money. You know what I'm saying? But listen.
Yeah.
Then they also develop the resentment of, I'm tired of asking this motherfucker, because you own them basically. And even though you might, the little comments you might make at first, you just kidding. You know what I'm saying? Like, but then
it ain't never kidding.
It becomes sincere,
never
man.
kidding.
You know,
Never kidding.
and then that destroys pure friendships. You know what I'm saying? So it does build a team to a degree, but you have to teach motherfuckers how to fish.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That is the truth for sure.
I made the mistake early on of just giving people fish.
Yep.
You know, rather.
But dude, it's so hard. It's so hard to judge that, man, because you get, like I was telling you with my situation earlier, you get people that you like, nah, this dude's solid. I'm gonna fuck with him. I'm gonna make sure that they house is straight, they car is straight. I'm gonna bless you. And then the second you turn around, they doing some shit behind your back, and you like,
no doubt, man. Like
yo,
you just talking about your situation.
My pops say, damn, Chuck, just bought them cheap.
Yep. That's what they
You
say.
know what I'm saying? Like,
You got them cheap. We call them $20 hoes.
Yeah, whatever it was, if it was $100 or
The worst
whatever.
part, you know, the worst part of that whole equation.
It's feeling stupid
is then when
afterward.
you go broke.
Oh,
man.
yup.
And there ain't a motherfucker there, whether they have it to help or not.
Yep.
But you know what I realized too? I had to look around when I hit lows and shit like that, I had to say, damn, I wasn't invested in nobody who could help me.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
Like the people I done the least for do the most for me.
Because I'm a kind of person. It's hard for me to ask somebody for something, man.
Any kind of other way wise, but all the people who I was, man, dude, if I could just show him, you know what I mean? Like maybe he'll get up, then we can all be.
I ain't gonna lie, that's how I feel Atlanta Music did, because they came together and they shined. Me and Beth
At least on the outside looking in.
Oh, yeah. I'm talking about outside looking in.
Because that's the mentality of let's get this money.
Yeah, they probably were crashing on each other inside, but
let's
no.
get this money.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. We look, if you want to beef with me, let's just race Ferraris down the street and see who's faster. You know what I'm saying? Let's go get this bread first. But you know what I learned about blessing, like when it comes to blessings, right? I would rather bless a stranger than a family member.
Talk to me.
I know it sounds fucked up. It sounds fucked up. But listen, so this is as it goes through my experience. Every time I bless family members, now it's expectant. Oh, yeah. Now they're like, oh shit, entitlement. Now they're like, damn. They hit you up every time. Then it's nonstop. And I don't necessarily mean just family members. I mean like just people that you.
Dude,
you know what I'm saying?
I did an experiment. I'm not doing terribly now by any stretch, but there was a time where I was fucking on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I had a lot of money, man, a lot of cash, and not any kids or any responsibilities. You know what I'm saying? And I had this thing where I would give homeless people $1,000. Mm-hmm. You know, just a random home. Oh, I'm gonna give them $1,000.
Oh yeah.
And it was like, and you know, there were people that saw this happen. You know, I was kind of known for it for a little while, and it was kind of a social experiment. You know what I'm saying? It was really, it was out of the goodness of my heart for real, but it was like, I want somebody to have I want one of those stories to emerge where, you know what I'm saying?
You gave him $1,000 and he changed his whole life.
$1,000 is enough to do that.
I started Zerati on $400.
You know what I'm saying?
I started Black Flower, motherfucking $1,500.
Yeah.
I mean, so homeless person after homeless person I do this with, I'm talking about 3 or 4 times. I would see them again in 6 months. They wouldn't even remember me. Wow. And I'd be like, hey man, you don't remember me? And then they'd be like, and then all of a sudden they remember it was me. Yeah. And then they go into, oh shit, what's up, man? I've been looking for you. Look, man, you my boy. But look, one time there was this guy, man, and it was at this liquor store like in Buckhead, and this motherfucker he went, cleaned himself up, got him a little like hotel for the week type place, you know what I'm saying? And he had a job. He became financially buoyant himself. He's working a construction job. He had a life, you know what I'm saying? Like he was like, I got a car now, man. He was like in tears, like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, man, I probably did it 30 times, man.
You got one.
And I got 1 out of 30, man.
Damn.
You know, and it really just...
That's legit, though.
It became comical. You know what I'm saying? It was really funny at a certain point.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, this is crazy as hell, bro. People ain't shit. Like...
People ain't shit,
like,
man.
I mean, dude, literally, like, I gave you $1,000 6 months ago with no expectation of anything in return whatsoever. I see you and you don't even recognize me.
You know what I'm saying? And that was your entire income for the year.
And then when you sit recognizing,
you're looking for another dime. Yeah, I'm looking for how much you have.
That fraudulence of just like,
That's fucking too funny right there. That really is. I think that shit just.
Nah, it was crazy, man. You know, and I remember, and my mom and daddy would always tell me like, you remember when you was giving homeless people all that money? What if you had that money now? And I'm like, you know, like different times. I was like, it's like, man, that is spiritual currency that like you can't even measure, man. Yeah. You know, because I have given freely. You know.
I've given
to a fucking fault, Ace. You know what I'm saying?
Like
I've given so much, man. You know, and
I've hurt myself giving.
But big time.
Yeah.
Big time.
Hurt myself.
But I'm gonna tell you, I was telling Charlie this earlier this week. There's been times, man. You know, I've had hard times as you know in the last 20 years, man. Like you know, I had $1 million tax debt at one time. Like I've been broke. Yeah. Since Bubba, I'm not ashamed to say that. Yeah. As Bubba's, you know, since after,
if you hadn't fucked your shit up once, man, you ain't really done it.
You know,
you ain't trying to do
You ain't trying. You know how many crops I kill? No, I murder shit. I murder shit. Oh yeah, yeah. But you ain't gonna get better with it. But now, when you get $1, you think about it.
I really don't. I'm cursed.
You still not?
I mean, I do more. I do more so.
Yeah.
But I don't give it as much. But I'm just terrible with money. I fuck money off. Like
I try to invest.
I try to fix. Now, hey, I got this past time. I told Charles, I said, man, you know, I got a lump sum of money. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I'm gonna goddamn. I am gonna fucking have the money's gonna be, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go through money regardless. But rather than just buying fucking clothes and cars and shit like that, what I'm gonna do this time is I'm gonna definitely invest in myself. It's gonna be something tangible. I'm gonna shot a bunch of videos and shit. I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying? It's like, there's gonna be something there that continues to fucking, you know what I'm saying? That just continues to pay me back, you know what I'm saying? And that was. And trust me, like I've been at a point in life before where that was just a natural thing. I've invested in myself before, but we lose sight of things sometimes. Yep. You know, and when you go through it after having, you know, in excess and then going through a period like a period of doldrums, you know what I'm saying? Like you feel like, you know what, I deserve it. You know what I'm saying? I just deserve this time to just, you know, I'm just gonna fucking be irresponsible with this money. You know what I'm saying? Like. And it just kind of is like this peaks and valleys of just like, you know, it's like I learn shit and then I forget shit, you know.
And that's a fucking truth.
You know, because that's what they don't tell you is like these lessons that we learn in life, you know what I'm saying? They don't just automatically stick and stay.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of lessons we learn and you
got to fall a few more times before you get it.
It boils down to this: what we in our own spirits, what we feed will flourish, and what we starve will die.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
I don't know why I'm yawning so much.
So if I'm feeding myself, if I'm feeding the bullshit is gonna set up shop. You know what I'm saying? But if I'm feeding the good aspects of my nature and I'm gonna reap those benefits. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
And that's what's gonna be strong within me. That's what's gonna be. You're gonna see that when we encounter one another. That's what's gonna be out front of my aura. You know what I'm saying? Everything. You're gonna feel it. And then, you know, when I'm feeding the bullshit, you know, it's just a vibe, man. You people that you know intimately, that you know very well, and you know they got different seasons, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
You know, like you know when you bump into whoever, you know what I'm saying, like, and dang, they wearing it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? They going through it and they're wearing it.
Yeah.
Because you know how you know that? Because you know what it's like when they was wearing the good shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When they was doing right, they was reaping the benefits, they was walking around making eye contact with people.
Yeah.
You know, assertive, firm steps, firm handshakes, you know what I'm saying? Versus
yeah, what's up, bro?
Hey, what's up, man? You know, like,
yeah.
We wear it, man.
Yep. I mean, I went back home and seen a bunch of people that I've come from. And I mean, the baddest bitches on dope. You know what I'm saying? My homeboys are like fucked up. Like, what happened to homeboy? Oh, he been dead. You know what I'm saying? What happened? Oh, he OD'd. You know what I'm saying? And you see, and I'll go through and I'm looking at all my friends and a lot of them, life hit them. You know what I'm saying? Life has done tore their ass apart. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, are you good? And they're like, fuck no. Not even close, dude. Like, fuck no.
You don't care, nothing fixed them but them.
And that's it. And that's
there's
it.
No amount of money. There's no amount of love.
No, nothing. Nothing.
That's what we do on this freaking podcast.
Yes, sir. Hey, what was the title again?
Victory has 100 fathers. Defeat is an orphan.
You fucking right. Hell yeah, Bubba. Hey, I appreciate you coming in too, man.
It's always a pleasure, man.
Hell yeah, and you already know Charlie. Yes, sir. Hell yeah, man.
We every time it gets harder and harder to leave. Every time we come.
I promise you, it's because I got better liquor and better food.
But it's the fresh air in the midst of all the liquor.
It is. You know it is. All right, y'all.